You should always speak to your doctor before you change, start, or stop any part of your healthcare plan, including physical activity or exercise. If you know any of these movements are contraindicated for your body, please skip that exercise and move to the one that is indicated for it. Starting with a breath to prepare, using your exhale to tip your pubic bone up, you'll feel your tailbone come away from the mat, followed by your low back and each bone through your mid back until you're stacked on your shoulders, reaching from your knees all the way through your head. And with your exhale, your breastbone will soften, your ribs will glide down through your low back until you rock to neutral. Again, feeling your waist draw in with your exhale. Stretch your knees over your toes to create length in your body and keep that reach of your knees over your toes as each bone comes down one at a time until you've come all the way to your tailbone. Exhaling to recoil your spine. You want to feel your spine moving like a slinky, one coil at a time. Starting with your hips and your shoulders stacked one on top of the other. You'll inhale as your arm comes over your head and reaches to the wall behind you. And as you exhale, you'll feel your arm come all the way back up to the ceiling and restack your shoulders and your fingertips in alignment. Using your inhale, your eye gaze will always stay on your hands through this whole movement. And then as you exhale, you'll feel your tummy muscles draw in as you come back hand over hand. First rotating from your head, then through your neck, through each bone in your rib cage. Hips always stay still and stacked. And then as you exhale, your ribs restack, then your shoulders, neck, and head. Doing about 3 repetitions on each side. You'll then turn to the other side. Eye gaze goes right to that top hand again. And with your inhale, your arm floats to the ceiling and your eyes follow as your neck stretches and your chest stretches. Using your tummy drawing in to pull you around like you wring out a dishcloth. Use your abdominals to wring out your spine on the return. Again, exhaling, wringing out that spine first from your ribs, then through your shoulders, then through your neck and head. Moving one bone at a time as you rotate and reach the arm to the wall behind you. Always staying in a pain-free range of motion, keeping your hips still and connected and stacked. Starting with your pubic bone anchored into the mat and your tummy pulling up into your body. Using an inhale to float your eye gaze to the top of the mat, through your spine. And then as you exhale, you'll roll back down until your head returns. Inhaling to begin moving through each bone in your neck, followed by your upper back. And then returning down through your upper back, neck, followed by your head. You want to feel a nice width across your collarbones as you move. Always creating length from your head all the way through your feet, and remembering to keep the lift of your tummy away from the mat as you pull it up inside of you. Doing about 3 or 4 repetitions, taking your time through the movement to get that bone by bone articulation. Feeling your hips connected to the mat equally. As you inhale, your arm will float over your head, opening up the side of your rib cage, and then exhale, returning your body to stacked. Feeling your head and neck and then ribs come over as you reach, restacking as your tummy pulls in all the way up until your head is stacked. And again, feeling the articulation through your spine as you restack bone by bone. You can choose to Z-sit like Elise is doing, or you can choose to cross your legs, crisscross applesauce, or you can sit in a chair with your feet hanging over the edge. The emphasis of this movement is the bone by bone articulation, using your inhale to move through your head, then your neck, then through your ribs, keeping your hips still, exhaling as you draw your waist in to restack each bone. Feeling length through both the top and bottom side of your body as you do the movement. Starting equally weighted on both feet, you'll inhale to prepare, and with your exhale, begin to nod your chin to your throat, feeling the bones of your neck round, and then follow it by the upper back rounding through the mid back and the low back, keeping the hips still. With your exhale, your tailbone will pull through your legs, and you'll begin to stack each bone in the low back. Keep stacking your spine as the mid back stacks, and then the shoulders roll back, and then the neck and the head stack. This movement is also an articulation, so you want to feel as though you're creating as much space between each bone in the neck and as much roundness equally distributed in your spine. The legs will always stay stacked hip bone over ankle bone, and that creates a big challenge around your waist. It must draw in to restack your body. And then taking a big breath to get length in your body. It must re-engage as you exhale and roll down. And that connection around your waist is what keeps your hips from sliding back. You can do this against the wall also, or you could just imagine that as you roll down that you're standing against the wall, and as you restack each bone, you stack them up like you're stacking your body against the wall, one bone at a time until you reach through your crown at the top. We are so glad that you joined us for Pilates Day 2013, and we hope we can continue helping you make your body the best that it can be. Here at Synergy Studios, we specialize in physical therapy, Pilates, massage, nutrition, and strength and conditioning. And if you'd like to book a session in any of those services, you can do so by calling our studio, or you can book online. We look forward to seeing you soon.